Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Loop Hero, where I'm looking at this watchtower and wondering if we should put one together. We have an awful lot of stone that we can break down for hydrogen. Let's put one of these up and see how helpful it really is. So I need 2 metal and 1 wood. We can definitely put that together. Let's break down a bunch of this. 2 metal and 1 wood is going to cost me 150, yeah. Alright, let's see. Just kind of put them anywhere. I don't know that it matters too much. Okay, and then they can be upgraded, it looks like. I wonder how expensive that upgrade's going to be. Okay, and as you upgrade them, they affect a larger area. That definitely makes them less obviously wrong to build. that has value. I do wish that it would give you a better sense of stuff like this on the actual build menu. It's like a sense of what things will upgrade into. But okay, so we could still benefit then from building 4 watchtowers and increasing their value. It says it's 1 tile from the upgrade, and it gives us unfortunately no sense of how many levels of upgrade there might be. We could break down some stuff and produce even more resources, but I don't honestly. The conversion rate's bad enough that I don't know that it would even get us where we're going. Let's just get back out there and try this again. As the rogue, we were having a pretty okay time of it. I think I still like the arsenal. I wonder, actually, like, the magic HP obviously isn't terribly... Wow, that's a really nice bookery. That's a very, very good thing to pull early. I guess I'm going to hold on to it for a second, though, because I don't want to place it until I actually have cards to recycle. Okay, we're getting there quickly. Like, the magic HP is not super relevant in boss fights, right? It comes off pretty quickly. So I wonder if maybe we'd be better off swapping it out for something else? For this adventure in particular? Okay, what are we really looking for here? What do we want as quickly as possible? I think an outpost would be nice. An outpost like right there would give us a lot of value. And then we can go ahead and use like potentially spiders here because the watchtower guys will be able to help us. I think we're cool to just put this down. We're going to also play the suburbs. I don't see any reason to wait on the suburbs. And then, what do we want to have to recycle here? I sort of want to put down a town nearby. Just trying to figure out, like, where in the area, where in the 8 tiles around the camp might I put a vampire mansion? Oh, I suppose we think that it may be the case that the tiles 2 spaces out in each of the cardinal directions have to get hit as well, right? So I suppose this here with a town there, or with a village there, is useful. Although, of course, I wish that that was in a place where it was going to get caught by the outpost. I guess I could put it here, and we could put another outpost there, and put a village down. Yeah, honestly, that seems alright. So let's do that. We don't want to get that reshuffled. We can put up the beginnings of the river. But maybe we just hold these. Yeah, let's just see what the bookery gives us here. I'm not married to any of these cards. Ah, that village on the other hand. All right, and we'll have some fire support there already. I do feel like I want this thicket down. I guess he spawned exactly as we engaged in battle. I mean, yeah, I definitely want to make sure the forest is one of the things getting recycled. Okay, I like that. So where do we want to put, what do we want to put this down? I suppose we could put it right here. It's not actually relevant to preventing the lich buildings from spawning, but once there's an outpost here, that'll be good. And then obviously we want to be able to get some early fighting going. So, Do we also village here, then? I think so. I do hate that, but I guess for the moment it does have some utility. Okay, so his damage is not great. I assume he'll probably scale with, like, the loop level, since we have no way of scaling him. And unlike outpost soldiers and stuff, obviously, he does not potentially absorb hits from the enemies. But still, seems okay. So, a spider cocoon. If I'm talking about putting down a outpost here and here, I guess we could spider cocoon there, and some of the fighting will get handled by the outpost here. We do actually have to get that outpost at some point. Alright, show me actual gear. Well, 159 plus a little bit of attack speed. These are both garbage. These are crummy items. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a decent upgrade. Yeah, we did not pull good stuff this time. I'll take 9% evasion, I guess. And yeah, this is terrible. Sure, I suppose. Now that I'm looking at the sort of the world in front of us, I'm wondering if I should have played that card, because boy, we do not have a lot of time to find new stuff. Wow. Some slimes really pay out. So... we do have a grove available. Do I want to just grove here? Or maybe like there? I kind of want to get a vampire village going up there if we can. So I'm going to put this down. I'm going to play the suburbs. Then we have 3 cards to flip here. At the moment, I suppose I really need those villages and the outposts and the vampire mansions, so I'm not gonna keep anything else. Well, I'm probably gonna use that Oblivion, actually. Right, I don't actually want to deal with this nonsense. I know that, like, in theory, it's helping us, sort of, but we can also just replace it with something better. I don't think I want to put down a bookery there. I do kind of think I want to put down another bookery, though, because I do, like, we gotta get that effect rolling, right? Certainly do this. Probably river and then recycle the plants here. Okay. Got the outpost. Do think we ought to play it. I forgot I was going to take treasuries out of the deck. You know what? Let's go ahead and recycle those again. No luck. No good stuff. Well, do we want to... I probably do just want to get this down. You know, I didn't spend any time trying to sketch out what I thought a better river move might be. I'm still wondering about, like, a version of this where the river sort of staircase shapes and wraps around things a little bit more. You'll get... I mean, you would need a lot more river tiles for that to be effective, I guess, but you're lowering the number of other things that you need. You can get... Because we know that the multipliers stack multiplicatively, if you could get more things with river on more sides of them, yeah, I don't know. There's probably a better way to do it. Do we want to maybe hold off on stuff a little bit, though? I'm going to hold on to these, for the moment, at least. Yeah, the crossbow guy, okay, his damage is scaling up. His damage is bad, though, right? Like, it's very bad. Boy, I don't like any of these. Pickpocket's certainly not bad. It's just not useful for actually fighting, you know? I guess Card Sharp technically, but like Card Sharp's garbage. Card Sharp is going to do literally nothing such a huge percentage of the times that you take it. They're all quite bad. Okay, let's have a look at our gear here. So, that's gotta be an upgrade. Yeah, wow. In fact, wow, that's good. This is just worse, okay. Still not as good. Technically an upgrade, but boy, just the most technically an upgrade that I've ever seen. Yeah. Yeah, alright, I guess that's all we got out of that. Rivers and thickets and suburbs. And I got my thicket back. I think I'm going to take it easy for a second here. Let's make sure that we get the area around the campfire built out. It's a good thing the outpost is never like, hey, you've gotten too many of our men killed. We're definitely not trusting you with any further dudes. Because they could be forgiven for that, I think. I think that is a reasonable thing for them to be concerned about. But I feel like the difference in power level when you get a powerful early trait from leveling up versus when you get something like Card Sharp is gotta be really significant, right? Does it matter how we do this? Probably not. This stuff I am absolutely willing to still put down. We have some room under the cap yet. We should probably beacon. A beacon here probably actually removes one of the buildings. So yeah, I'm inclined to do it this way. And then, like, I like the idea of a vampire mansion over here somewhere. Probably here to avoid providing too much. Oh, I guess I did put a vampire mansion in a place. Well, I guess we're going to find out if it affects the boss fight or not then. Alright, is there anything we desperately want to play before the bookery? You know, I'm going to go ahead and just throw down our storm temple. But I'm not going to play the trees yet. Okay, we've got another outpost. I do feel like that's pretty valuable. And then, like, we're definitely looking for more villages, right? We have some reroll chances coming up here. Alright, show me something a little bit more compelling. I like Child of the Forest and Old Scars. So is Old Scars retroactive? Let's take it now. We're at 456. Nope. Okay, so yeah, if you getting that early versus taking the garbage that we took early feels like a pretty big difference. Okay, that seems very good. And then there's not actually anything up here that I want to obliterate, that I want to obviate. How many more tiles do we need to do? This is still a problem. That's still a problem. There's still a lot of problems. Actually, geez. Well, probably don't want to put down the Storm Temple. Yeah, it's just kind of tricky. Alright, I think I'm going to hold off on placing the suburbs. We could Grove there. Actually, I don't hate that. Okay, so that deals with one. And then we still need to cover up here, here, here. Here, we can just put anything that goes adjacent to the road. It could be a bookery. Although I would prefer for it to be an outpost. Yeah, I guess let's just do this cycle again. Unfortunate. So yeah, we need 2 adjacent to the roads. No, 3. All 3 of the things we need left are adjacent to the roads. Well, I guess let's keep walking then. Our gear's not, like, awesome for our level, or for the loop level anyway, so it's not like I'm in a big hurry. We could use a... Oh, an oak bed. That's a new one. Oh, maybe it's not. I feel like we did see this. Yeah, we could use a spider cocoon if we were, like, really desperate, but we're definitely not. Actually, do I want to Oblivion this abandoned bookery and then put down our other bookery in its place? I think I kind of do, actually. Let's see some new cards. We'll just burn through that as quickly as possible. Ah, Outpost. Very excited about Outpost. Wow. They do not want to stay down. I mean, I guess it's fine. I think we're getting XP every time we kill them. No, we're not. Never mind. Really no benefit to having to fight them repeatedly. Yeah. So... Outpost here is good. Do we want... We don't need an outpost over here. What do we want over here? I mean, these could be outposts and it would be fine, obviously. I don't know. Alright, show me better loot. 10% attack speed, 14% counter. Wow, the difference in magic HP between this level 5 blue and that level 5 blue is quite enormous. I guess we're not anywhere near the amount of attack speed where we're running out of stamina quickly, so that's probably fine. Damage chance up. Or crit chance up, that's pretty good. So 380 with 3 defense versus 416 with all this counter, but no crit chance. It's all crit damage. 13 to 19... I mean, damage to all is relevant. I'm debating replacing the hand knife there. The punch dagger. Well, we finally found better shoes. Still not very compelling shoes, but they are better. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep that for now. So really, all we're looking for here is stuff that goes adjacent to the road. And really, quite particular stuff that goes adjacent to the road. This is a little bit ugly. Well, at least we're going to level up off of it. Fighting 3 or more enemies will grant you an additional trophy. Has some nice synergy with Old Scars, and also the way we tend to build our stuff. And also, you know, just getting loot. Getting loot also is good. Yeah, Marauder. I assume it won't be active. Like, I assume we won't get the benefit for this fight right here. Boy, it has taken a hell of a long time to actually bring these enemies down. We don't really want outposts, so I'm thinking here. I guess just kind of anything that goes adjacent. A vampire mansion would be fine. But that is the kind of stuff that we need. kind of stuff we are having a weirdly difficult time finding. Do I want to remove this thing? Probably not. We're probably fine. Yeah. Maybe. I guess let's just reroll. Now, a village is interesting. As is an outpost. If we're thinking that we would be happy to have a vampire mansion for one of these, you know, an outpost on the other one doesn't hurt. I'm a little nervous about going over the top here. I am gonna get rid of that. I'm a little worried about the long-term ramifications of having that many spiders around. Not a lot of luck for us here. It really is remarkable how much tougher the enemies feel on the 4th expedition from the 3rd expedition, despite the fact that they don't have different scaling. It's enough of a difference of base strength. Alright, show me some compelling stuff. Well, I mean, those boots are better. Two additional magic damage versus 6% extra evasion, I think, is pretty clear. We're still low enough on attack speed because I'm reluctant to play cards that attack speed on gear doesn't feel bad. Evasion's pretty good, though. I'm gonna go this way, and then... Yeah, we probably... As much as I hate to lose the 9% crit chance, which is very significant. Boy, these do a lot more damage, huh? It's just a lot more raw damage. And then attack speed and critical damage, probably not actually that compelling, especially with our crit chance being as low as it is. So we don't want to Oblivion anything. But I do sort of want to just play another village. I mean... We want to establish more villages. We want to try to get more villages converted into... what do you call it? Into vampire towns. Into positive vampire towns. I guess for the moment we totally could just play a bookery. Right? That's not horrible, and then we can Oblivion it later, maybe. Dark slime? Where did the dark slime come from? Upon dying, stuns opponent for 3 seconds or attacks. Creature's first strike is always a critical hit. Wow. Where on earth did we... How did we get a dark slime? So that's adjacent to the tile where we Oblivioned? I wonder. Oh. Hey, that's a problem, because I want to put down my vampire mansion there. Shit. Well? Yeah, I need an Oblivion. I guess I'm just gonna, for the moment, keep walking, and we're gonna just hope to get an Oblivion the old-fashioned way. Just have it show up. Looking decreasingly likely. Yeah, I wonder if it's like if you use an Oblivion on a tile next to a slime, the slime gets turned into dark slime, maybe? Okay. Oblivion this noise. Vampire Mansion that. And then... do we want to spawn the boss now, or do we want to do another round? We can almost certainly get to having another trait for the boss fight. I'm not in great health, I suppose. Yeah, but we can probably get to having another trait. Because we have these guys already, and we also have several suburbs in hand. I think I'm going to go for it. Let's just go ahead and spawn that boss. Okay. We had that under control. So we got a fair number of these. We definitely want to just throw down some villages for the purposes of healing in various places. Do I want to put down a village here? Obviously, that'd be a little bit nicer to do if we had an outpost down already. Maybe I should put down a village there for healing between the... you know, honestly, I don't hate that. And then we got the village card back. That's nice, at least. Probably river and thicket. So, does it really solve my problem, though? Which is, I don't know exactly where I want to put the rest of these villages. I mean, we kind of just want to have a lot of villages everywhere, right? We want to make sure that we are healing so that we can do more fighting. I think I'm going to do that. Okay, it gave me the village back again. That's pretty wild. It also put down that bandit camp in the most annoying place that it possibly could. Although I guess it's never going to spawn bandits, right? Well, I guess the ransacked village only spawns ghouls once per loop. So after we fight the ghouls, bandits will come out of this, and then it'll fill the rest of the way. I don't know. I don't know where I want to put this. Maybe I don't want to put it down? What else might we be looking for? No, I want to put it down. I do. I'm going to put it right here. That's what I've decided. And then also, I'm going to put one right there. We did, I feel like, get pretty lucky on that one. So, I mean, this is the place where I would want to put the outpost. I do want to drop an outpost, and I want it there. I guess it's not horrible to put it here. I don't need any of those that badly. An Oblivion. Yes, I will Oblivion this tile. Because this is going to have, yeah, Vampire Book Lady. So, a little bit of backup here is probably warranted. Plus Resurrection Charge, honestly, maybe pretty good. Lethal Weakness might actually be good, depending on how it actually functions. There's a lot of value in just a Resurrection Charge, though, I think. Given how small the space is here, I maybe should have built this in the lower left and, like, reconfigured things. Yeah, I'm not entirely happy with this. Alright, well, Card Sharp has been showing up for us. I have to give it some credit. Wow, big hit. Alright, let's go ahead and max out our stats heading into this battle. Alright. Me and my dudes have showed up to stab you a lot. Right in the stars. He has too much evasion. What's he doing? What's he doing all dodging attacks here? Alright. First boss down, easy enough. So 11. Wow, that's a lot of evasion loss. I don't know. Hold on a second. Let's look at these first. And this is obviously amazing. Let's just go ahead and replace the lower mace. And then do we... We probably don't pull back on the damage. You'd have to get something pretty spectacular to want to lower your base damage. Alright, defense, crit chance, crit damage. This is 5% crit chance versus the 7 here. I think I want to just hold on to the huge amount of evasion, honestly. Armor is... boy. That's a lot of HP. But I just don't... Oof. A lot of your... like, your campfire healing is percentage-based, your potion healing is percentage-based. So... it does suck to not gain 200 HP, but also critical damage. Yeah, crit chance is way better than critical damage. Yeah, obviously, the degree to which that is true is going to vary over the course of a run. If I'm being honest, I don't know how much I feel like this guy's helping. He's certainly not doing nothing. But I don't know if it's worth the resource expenditure. I mean, like, I guess at some point, you're not doing anything else with your resources. It becomes worth it. But I don't know if we're at that point. Alright, so we're not holding out for anything in particular in terms of the second boss, right? We're just putting down tiles. I should probably put this down, because that's going to town us. And then, like... do I want another bookery anywhere? Maybe. Honestly, I don't know. We got a lot of thickets. So I'm going to try to keep an eye on our stamina here as we continue to place. Try to get a sense of where we're... sort of like, where we could leave it and have it be fine. That is definitely... a little bit interesting. A little bit potentially a place where we should drop a thing in Oblivion. So it looks like at this level we're not really having any trouble maintaining our attacks, or maintaining our stamina. Yeah, we can definitely afford to go higher. Well, it was getting a little toward the low side there. But yeah, it takes a long... like, we're in I have stamina mode for quite a long time here. I wonder if the amount of time that it takes for your stamina to replenish is based on... is, like, affectable? Or if it's always the same regardless of your stats? Because that could be an interesting thing to try to optimize for. Alright, that being the case, we got this outpost. Let's go ahead and outpost, I guess. With an eye toward potentially putting a vampire village down there. Or vampire mansion. We should probably suburb. This is going to get real thin, but I guess that's true over here too. So it's got us at 58. And some more damage. And then... where do I put down a village here? Where are we going to need more healing? I guess, like, over here somewhere, right? Yeah, that makes sense to me. After we go through this area that has monsters in it, we're definitely going to want to see more heals. How many charges are left? 4 here? And so far, I do not feel like it has been a bad strategy to just try to spawn the boss as early as possible. And I mean, like, the boss, that's what we've been doing in the other maps, I mean. And obviously there's a lot of, a jeweler's lens. Huh. Okay. I don't exactly know what that means. When it says finding a rare item, I'm assuming it means it increases your loot rarity deal and not, like, literally increases your chance to find things that are blue. But who knows? The game's a little bit non-specific about a lot of its functions. Alright, I was just making sure we were out of that village. Let's transform that after we leave. Ooh, that's rough. Yeah, book plus wood village is maybe a little dangerous. This might be a place where an oblivion is warranted. Of course, we gotta find one. Wow, that was a hell of a pull there. I mean, we know this is a place where we will need the outpost. This is, like, pretty speculative. And we know that this won't become a vampire village, at least not as long as that's up. I'm gonna put this down here. And we're hoping to just burn that, right? Although I guess burning the abandoned bookery could also be a way of dealing with that. Certainly want to do this. And then, like... So the boss is going to scale with the loop level, right? So we're not really thinking like that we're getting powerful. We're not considering the power curves independent of each other. The thing to be most concerned about is my loot for this loop good relative to this loop? I think that's the most important thing. And I guess right now I would say yeah. So maybe we should spawn the boss? I'm feeling relatively powerful-ish. Do I want to put down this vampire mansion? So we could put a vampire mansion right there, but obviously, like, I don't really want that camp up at the same time. I think I'm gonna go for it. I think that I do feel like my loot is good relative to the boss. Relative to what I expect from the boss. So let's go ahead and spawn in the second boss. It might be better next time, but also it might be worse. So, yeah. Let's just go now. And hopefully I will get another trait before we hit. I don't know why you had to go for the quest target first. Oh, the slowdown. Okay, so we are burning out at 66%. Did I have 2 quests in this village? Is that what that was? I think I did. Gift of Blood seems pretty not great for us right now. I might try Lethal Weakness. It might be terrible. I really wish that it was a little bit more specific, like it was a little clearer exactly how it works. I'm gonna take it. It almost can't be the thing that it actually says, right? Because that's so bad. Why would anyone design a thing to work that way? I think I'm just gonna throw down these thickets on this side and just burn them. Is that a good idea? Yeah, I mean, I want the... Obviously the damage is nice. Okay. Yeah, we need some Oblivion. Which is to say, next time we draw a bookery, we should probably play it. Oh hey, the people in the village actually gave me a weapon. I do think that this weapon replaces our mace. Alright, let's hope that I am not being foolish about this. Hey, could you cut it out, maybe? What, you again? Is it just magic? You don't look like an undead, but I don't have a different explanation. Sure you do. You know exactly what's going on. The game's called Loop Hero, dude. I've spent so long trying to explain the emptiness of his knowledge, to share my perspective with him. I will miss these attempts to set him on a righteous path, and know it has nothing to do with his magic. You know, it's someone else's magic. The guy we're actually going to fight, if we can make it to the end here. I don't know, maybe God. Oh, you're just scared. You want to know if what I tell you is true, right? If you knew for sure that it is the Maker who returns everything to oblivion, would you accept it and submit? Well, the answer is no. The answer is no. Why would I even think about that? Yeah, knowing you're right wouldn't change a thing. Obviously, I'm not going quiet into that night. It is literally the will of the Maker. You're telling me all this nonsense just because you're unable to comprehend it all. And also because it's very unpleasant for me, like deeply existentially terrifying. That matters. Oh, you should know that I will oppose you again and again. Yeah. There's a lot of talking, and none of it means anything. We all know where this is going. I am not feeling super great about this. I mean, I guess it's gonna look really bad right now. And then our attack speed is gonna fill back up, and we're gonna get our flurry going again. But yeah, it's actually really hard to damage this boss. It's sort of best, actually, for this boss, for us to have periods of very high attack speed and periods of lower attack speed, right? If our attack speed is constant and just sort of like kind of high here, then we're going to spend most of our time fighting the boss at like 60% reflection. Oh, come on. Oh, I was a single attack off. Just bad die rolls. And that boss is like... The mechanics of that boss are profoundly luck-based in a way that actually 100% sucks. Well, we could just do a farming run. Let's maybe go back to loop 3 and just farm resources, because, like... But, like... Watchtowers are not going to help us fight the boss. I guess there's still War Camp, and who knows, a level of upgrade on the War Camp, or maybe even 2 if it has 2 left. Who knows how high this scales. Could actually have been the difference there, right? That's entirely possible. It's hard to know. You know what? Let's do one more run at chapter 4 here, and maybe I'll do a little bit of looping off camera on Expedition 3 just to get some resources so that we can build some things up. But we're gonna try Necromancer. Hold on, we're gonna try Necromancer, but I'm gonna remember to change our deck, because this is probably not how we want this. So, like, the thing where nobody has any HP seems okay to me. Obviously, it's important for me to have attack speed in this situation because our skeletons are going to get killed a lot. But I don't think we can afford to have... river and desert and forest and suburbs in the deck. I do like battlefields better. And maybe we cut... Do we want the groves? Like, I think I like cemetery with the necromancer. And then, like... Maybe we should take Smith's Forge with us? Probably don't want the temporal beacon, because we're not getting any benefit from the candle card anyway, or the candle equipment, candle supply item. Yeah, I guess let's run it like this. I would like to feel like I can be the necromancer, and if I'm honest right now, I do not feel that way. I feel like the necromancer is just so much weaker. And if we could get a shield, though, if we could get to a reasonable loot level, if we could survive until, like, the kind of point we're surviving to with the rogue, then we could start seeing shields that have, like, plus skeleton quality on them. I think it would be a big deal. I think it would be really good. So let's maybe, yeah, like, battlefield here and... Well, would I want a battlefield there, though? Yeah, I guess so. I'm just, like... Battlefield here, maybe, makes sense, because that takes care of those 2 tiles. But obviously I want to be maximizing. Oh, the Storm Temple is actually, like, quite bad for us. Yeah. Yeah, I may be screwed up there. We probably shouldn't have Storm Temples. let's run the suburbs down here this time. We have a nice big space to build a town in. My loot's moving over. Yeah, skeleton level for sure. Yeah, I should definitely have removed the storm temples. So, like, although maybe the storm temples are actually reasonable to use for combat purposes with the necromancer, since we have more targets for the lightning to diffuse over. I wonder if the river actually has an effect on the storm temple? It's kind of hard to imagine that it would, right? Like, I guess it would either make 4 lightning bolts hit, or it would make it fire every 2.5 seconds. The latter of those sounds pretty good. I don't know that I want there to be 4 lightning bolts. I think I'm pretty likely to get hit with 4. I guess let's find out. But we'd have to make sure not to change the one river tile that's adjacent to the storm temple into an oasis. This one often doesn't transform anyway, right? Yeah, the river source does not transform. So I guess I could have put the river source here, right? Because we can put it anywhere around the edge. Well, but I want the storm temple to be in that line, so I don't know. I don't know what the right thing to do is. It is wild how extremely easy the game has been up to this point, and then it just sort of like turned around so sharply. Go ahead and put down a village. Wow, that was pretty solid. So, that's a huge upgrade. That's a huge upgrade. That's any ring at all. We definitely need some help with our skeleton quality, though. I just punched an enemy to death. Kind of unbelievable. I do want to do the Storm Temple thing, but I don't think I want to put the Storm Temple down yet. I want to put it down closer to the time that we're actually fighting the boss. Apologies that the dog is going nuts about something out there. She's had very high energy today. She's quite a big dog, and on days where she has a lot of energy, it is very painful to walk her. I can definitely feel it in my shoulder afterward. Okay, is this actually an upgrade? You know, it might be. So we lose like half a skeleton level? No, probably not. Probably not. It's a good idea to have skeleton level. Okay, rings, hooray. Oh, yep, max skeletons +1. Seems like a no-brainer. So what else are we trying to get down? Obviously, we want another battlefield pretty badly. I would love to see a bookery. Oh, I should probably, like, actually place this spider cocoon somewhere. Do we have a strong feeling on where, though? I guess I can put it right here, and then put an outpost right there, and prep this for something as well. This could become a vampire village or something. Although I guess I've placed that close enough to us that we're not going to get to fight any spiders on this loop. Although maybe get to is strong, given, you know, how things have gone for us. And obviously we want to get 2 outposts around the campfire. I'd like to get a vampire village right there, so this outpost is helping us fight the ghouls and stuff. We're having a really hard time actually developing our vampire villages, though. Yeah, that should probably be fine. Some sand dunes down here. And you know what? I am just going to go ahead and... let's commit that. So we're not drawing any of the deserts. It's all the very best for us here. I don't know if I want to play this cemetery, honestly. I like the loot that seems to come from fighting skeletons, but unfortunately, we have to be a little bit judicious, and there's still an awful lot of tiles around our campfire that we want to transform in pretty specific ways. Again, though, like, we're getting the good sand dunes. I do want to put those down. I mean, it's gotta be out of control. So the attack speed's a little bit different for the Necromancer, right? Because there isn't really the cap, the soft cap for it functions pretty differently, right? Because you only want enough attack speed to make sure you're getting your skeletons up in time for a sort of a wavy, nebulous definition of in time. I'm going to put down this suburb. So the attack speed from gear is probably going to be sufficient. Ooh, wow, that was really nice. Let's just go ahead and make the 2 outposts that we know we desperately want to make there. And then... I don't know, actually. I don't think we have anything that we currently want to Oblivion, so we try to hold on to the Oblivion for the moment. And I'm not going to play this suburb. Because again, we have a bunch of tiles that we have to deal with. I want to make sure we get through that stuff. Ooh, that looks like a fancy shield. So skeleton level up. We lose 14% summon quality. Yeah, I think that's okay. Alright, show me something really compelling. Wow. Nothing. That's not that compelling. That's not really what I was looking for. A big lot of nothing. I mean, there's no way this gray stuff is gonna... Yeah. Oh, I hate you, spiders. I hate you so much. It definitely would help if the skeletons would focus their damage output, though. Yeah, that actually is an upgrade. So we're just leveling up the, damage value on our skeletons. Right, the attack speed doesn't change, although I guess it goes down when we build oases. Do I want to Oblivion the spiders that I'm about to run into? Is that a place that I am in? I think I do want to place this, and then we just want to blow up the bandit village. Hold on, sorry. I should use this Oblivion. And then, like... This is gonna suck a little bit, but we probably won't die. Do need to get some more skeletons up here, though. Yeah, not even really taking that much damage. Although, obviously, there's a lot of luck involved there. They chose not to attack me that much. So we still need... Another battlefield would be, like, spectacular. that would take care of... A battlefield here would take care of 3 of our remaining tiles. And then... we still need to cover this back here, which I don't know what we want to do. This back here, which we probably want to be an outpost. And then this here, which... I don't know what we want that to be, actually. It has to be a... like, it's going to be a desert tile or something. Although I guess it should be sand dunes, not a desert. We should hold off on playing bad cards if we're not going to get big value out of them in this particular case. Yeah, like, we should probably just go ahead and do this. And the game has just sort of forgotten that bookeries are a thing, I guess? Okay. The other outpost is nice. And then we could put something interesting here, I suppose. Summon quality and evasion. I do... 17% summon quality is a lot. I think that's worth the level loss. And... I suppose I think this is better than the yellow ring we currently have equipped. It's very similar. There's a very small difference. We're not actually taking that much damage, though. You know what? I'm going to keep it on. I think the skeleton level is actually more beneficial. So Horde is definitely interesting. Surveyor might be relevant. I'm going to take Horde, though. And of course, we're going to get Horde right after we start a new loop. Okay. The battlefield pull, I think, is pretty solid. And then, what is this? Oh, right, yeah, we've seen this. Pretty solid upgrade. I sure wish we had a non-gray, a non-gray weapon, though. And then, like, we probably want to put a village down somewhere. Maybe, like, here, and with the plan to vampire that as well? Sure. That seems fine. Yeah, and then probably want to hold off on playing more stuff. Gosh, some of the cards in our deck seem to have just disappeared, right? Where on earth are all my vampire mansions and bookeries? Did I turn off the booker? I'm pretty sure I didn't. Oh my god. Focus your attacks. Every skeleton comes out and he's like, I'm gonna only hit the healthy one. Okay, Vampire Mansion. About goddamn time. That said, maybe we play the first one here? Well, no, I guess we've got outpost coverage there already. And then we are one tile off of actually having the coverage we need here. So, like, there's not a lot of stuff I can play in this space, though. It does have to be adjacent to the road stuff. I think I might actually Oblivion. Yeah, I'm going to. I'm just going to Oblivion the spiders up there. And we better do it now because I'm going to run out of... It's going to get bounced out of my hand soon. So it'll probably still be like one spider by the time we get over there. I'll fight one spider. One spider's fine. But yeah, I need an outpost or something. I would probably play a Vampire Mansion. I definitely feel like we've played way more non-suburb stuff, and so we're getting a lot less XP this time around than we were on the Rogue run. I don't really want it to be a spider cocoon, though. I think that's pretty bad. Again, we're just getting, like, we're getting some spectacularly bad luck. There's a huge, huge amount of luck involved in getting this right, and there's only so much mitigation you can do, right? We could have cut reasonably, like, one thing out of our loot pool. We've drawn, like, relative to our expectations based on, you know, what we saw in the last run and stuff, we've drawn what I would describe as a positively absurd number of desert tiles. A really silly number. And a big part of the difference is no bookery, right? Without bookeries to fix the draws, it's hard to be able to rely on anything. The regen per second... You know, honestly, I kind of think we need the regen per second, though. Okay, guard skeleton is good. Do need that guard skeleton. Oh, hello. 143 magic HP. That's probably enough. Wow. Well, the longer this battle goes on, the better I'm gonna be. The better off I'm going to be, actually. So, it's fine by me. Oh right, skeleton archers. I forgot about that. Oh, I also forgot about it. I just totally spaced on how outposts work for the necromancer, and it took us so long to get an outpost in a position where we could actually use it that I forgot that I'm just now realizing it, because that's how bad our luck was. It's like the game was absolutely not going to show us that I had forgotten how that goes. Oof. Alright. I do think we probably are just going to have to stick with the rogue. The rogue seems so much better than the other classes. The rogue seems to sort of dovetail with the existing systems so much better than the other classes. You can really gain strength a lot more quickly. So, I'm going to probably do a little bit of Expedition 3 just to dig up more resources. We're going to definitely look to upgrade this war camp as many times as it will let us, I guess. And then we can also think about the watchtower, but I do think the watchtower is a lot less relevant, because at least with the rogue, it really is still the case that the only fight that is really concerning is the boss fight. So when you come back next time, tomorrow, things will look a little bit different around here. And we'll see you then.